Triple shooting in Brooklyn that left 2 teens dead. Overnight, there was another shooting at a memorial for the victims. Police say 22-year-old man was shot in the shoulder and taken to Brookdale Hospital. He's expected to be okay. It happened last night on Vermont Street in Cypress Hills near George Walker Jr. Park. That's where a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old were killed while playing basketball. A 17-year-old teenager was also shot. The NYPD has also released troubling new video in the investigation. It shows the gunman opening fire from the sunroof of a dark-colored SUV Sunday evening. Police are still searching for him.
Overnight in Brooklyn, somebody opened fire on the same Cypress Hills Park, at the same Cypress Hills Park where 2 teenagers were fatally shot on Sunday night. It comes as calls to end the ongoing violence are growing even louder. Today, New York's Tracy Strayhan's at George Walker Jr. Park with more details. Tracy, good morning.
Darlene, good morning to you. We've got another morning of police activity over my shoulder, this time right here on Vermont Street. Now, this is where the memorial for a triple shooting was erected, but hours ago, another young man was shot. Let's show you video now from this area as that 22-year-old around 10:30 last night says he heard gunshots in the area right near this memorial, and then he felt pain. According to the NYPD, that man was shot once in his shoulder by an unknown suspect. He's expected, however, to recover at a local hospital. Now, this is an incident that happened more than 24 hours after a triple shooting here of teenage friends. I want to show you now new video of the alleged shooter in this incident. He can be seen hanging out of that dark-colored SUV as it rolls by the basketball court here. A 16 and 18-year-old were both killed. A third young man landed in the hospital with a wound to his leg. Now, the number of shootings in the city continues to rise. There were 7 instances of gun violence that resulted in homicides on Sunday alone.
See all over the city, community members stepping forward, elected officials, clergy, Cure Violence Movement and Crisis Management System, a whole host of people and organizations.
Well, meantime, there was a final and very tearful goodbye for a 1-year-old boy, one of the youngest victims of the shooting surge in the city. DeVell Gardner Jr. was killed by a stray bullet near a family cookout in Bed-Stuy 2 weeks ago. Thousands of dollars of reward money has been offered up, but still, there's no suspect in custody in that case. As we bring it back live here to Vermont Street, we've been in touch with the NYPD, and so far, no description of the suspect they're looking for in the latest instance of gun violence here. We're live in Cypress Hills, Brooklyn. Tracy Strahan, today in New York.
What was supposed to be a vigil for the victims of a deadly shooting turned into another crime scene. Police say someone opened fire last night while mourners gathered. 2 teens killed in Brooklyn. Eyewitness News reporter Derek Waller is live in Cypress Hills with the very latest on this for us this morning. Derek?
Charlene, good morning. Pretty unbelievable. We had a shooting here Sunday night, 2 teens killed, and now another shooting while mourners were trying to remember those 2 teens that were killed. A 22-year-old shot in the shoulder, and in fact, you can see police still here early this morning. They've been here all night here on Vermont Street outside the George Walker Jr. playground. Overnight, you could see these shell casings left behind. Evidence that someone fired several shots into a crowd of people gathering here to remember those 2 teen boys who were playing basketball. In the previous shooting, surveillance video showed the dark-colored Honda SUV pull up. The gunman pops out of the sunroof and opens fire. No arrests in any of these. Still, Mayor de Blasio says a backlog in the court system is allowing dangerous people to go free.
We need the criminal justice system to fully re-engage so we can get people who do violent crimes off the streets once and for all. And we can't do that if there aren't trials, and there aren't enough trials to keep up with the challenges we're facing.
And this is a picture of one of the boys murdered on Sunday night, 16-year-old Clymer Mendez. Friends told me he was an aspiring musician. Also, he loved playing basketball, seen at this park very often. Also killed Sunday night. He actually died at the hospital, 18-year-old Antonio Villa. He's from Queens. And right now, police are still trying to make an arrest in this case. They say the shooter in last night's shooting ran south down Vermont Street. Reporting live here in Cypress Hills. Hills. I'm Derek Waller, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.